Welcome back to the field of battle. Well, my boys, if you haven't seen the previous episode, first of all, I highly recommend you take a look there. We are facing the actual Teutonic Order on the actual Lake Peipus region. Now, Lake Peipus is supposed to be frozen over. You can actually see the ripples in the ice here. There's a lot of disagreement as to whether this battle actually ever occurred. That being said, we're trying to get a win here and turn the Teutons, completely around. So guys, I would definitely recommend you take a look at the last episode. That's basically where we got these units set up for a potential attack over here. We are getting ready for that, so I'm going to go ahead, start charging in these areas, trying to break the enemy even more. That is beautiful. Now, as much as I love that fragmentation, at the same time, it kind of took our guys out of the running here, and now we're not currently locked in, so I'm not sure if that actual attempt at a flank attack is going to work as well. Now, what can we do to kind of change things? I think we can try and get some shots with the archers here. So let's start getting those archers back and see if we can't potentially cause a break here in the enemy lines. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to attack them everywhere amongst the line, but we can get started and we can do damage to these other guys. Might as well put in some of the work here. Once again, give us a shot. Oh, we're so close, boys and girls. Let's hope that that does work out in our favor. Over here, we've got Alexander Nevsky himself actually fighting Rikot von der Decken. So we've got a proper Knights duel going on here, and I'm really hoping it does work out in our favor. Let's see how these fellows are doing. Unfortunately, Oleg Valentinovich not doing so well, and really this right side is where I'm quite concerned. Let's take a look. Should we get locked in? I think it's time. Definitely not the kind of attack we were going for, but we did hold firm, and we're definitely going to go for a second attack here. Really try and breach enemy morale there. They are holding firm. Another thing I'm going to do, I was going to try to do it this turn. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait because our Ugrians are chasing the enemy. I wanted to turn this unit this way to really start engaging the enemy over here. In the meantime, let's save our shots for that mounted light javelin horse unit, and let's end the turn. For Rus. Nice fragmentation on the enemy side, but once again, they're falling back. And here we go. This is where our Ugrians actually broke through, and despite these guys not being the best in terms of defense, in terms of offense, I quite like them as troops. The Ugrians have definitely won me over. Now here we go, the right side. It's really which side collapses first, and I'm hoping it's not going to be us. Yeah, not good. Flank attack there. It was just a javelin unit, but definitely an issue, and Oleg Valentinovich is getting shot down quite quickly here. So we've got to make something happen, I believe. Our men held firm, but they did fall back. Come on, brothers. Again, forcing some of our cavalry back here. I hope that the Teutons haven't gotten a second win, because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like they've got a second win here, and that they're going to be able to fight back. Come on. They held firm there. They held firm here, Rikard von Decken. And again, I really want to break him with Alexander Nevsky himself. First of all, though, yeah, let's see if we can't break through. Good work. Now, of course, the only negative aspect here is Alexander Nevsky is going to be charging into the enemy line. This could, of course, as you can imagine, lead to some problems. So we really need to do as much damage now as possible, really. First of all, let's get that route going. And a double break. That's what I'm looking for. The rest did hold firm, but that's okay. We're going to follow up here, guys. And we are basically just preparing the line at this point. The zone of control did actually fall out of our control, which means we can't do that flank charge as far as I can tell. At least not right now, but let's get prepared for it next turn. And over here, we can certainly take on some of the enemy cavalry units. But first, I want to see if I can break these Baltic levies, cause another disruption amongst the line. That's what I'm talking about, baby. The enemy did hold firm, unfortunately, but we're off to a decent start. Now, as for our cavalry, yeah, this could get a little bit tricky. The enemy attacking us from a flank could certainly happen, so I'm going to have to, as much as I hate to do that, we're going to have to just fall back with the cavalry units. In the meantime, let's focus our fire. Hopefully over time, Bernhard von Erbach here, we can actually shoot him down. I'm going to really dedicate every single one of our archers to this. I might send, you know what, I'm going to send the archers in on a flank charge. I know we can't cause any real disruption, but we can at least keep the enemy away from behind our troops, which I think is important. Fire! I wouldn't have wanted to move forward with the armored spearmen anyway. As you can see, despite not having any morale issues, they have lost quite a few men from 249 down to 181. So we do want to be careful with these guys. I'm going to turn around with this unit. And this is the guy I'm really worried about, is Oleg Valentinovich. I don't think he's going to make it through that enemy attack, and that does concern me. Send them through the ice. Got a little bit of disruption there. That sometimes can make all the difference, although it's way too early to tell whether or not we still have a chance in this battle. These Ugrians are definitely ready to fight. Now, they won't do so well next turn, but on this initial attack, look at that. We've already fragmented them. If only we could bust through right now and actually get our victorious attack. Although a lot of their army here looks like they're in quite a bit of trouble. All right, boys, we're ending the turn. Best of luck to our men. But first of all, how could I ignore this flank charge right here? Let's go for it. Rear attack. I would have liked something better, but I will absolutely take it. In fact, had I looked at that before, I probably would have kept our cavalry right where they were. Ugrians! Here we go, my friends. And actually, look at that. Our armored noble cavalry fought the enemy back there, despite it being a flank attack. Just tremendous work by the boys. Let's keep this route going. I see those Teutons running in terror, but they still have plenty, and I mean plenty of troops. Oleg Valentinovich, I don't want to lose you, brother. Here we go. The rest of the Teutonic force, they did kill Oleg. That's going to hurt our army for sure, guys. Now, we definitely cannot lose Alexander himself. Luckily, we have two groups of knights approaching through the woods. Let's hope they make a tremendous difference here. Come on, boys. Make them run. And there we go. Nice little break on the enemy forces. There aren't too many enemies up here that are still around on the battlefield, so that didn't cause a massive break. But hopefully we can sort of keep this going and absolutely shatter the enemy army. I mean, for instance, we're now facing peasants. This should be rather easy. Even over here, the Ugrians win. Of course, the enemy are going to take off. And we still have quite a few cavalry. Yeah, we might as well chase them down. Let's make it happen. Hopefully we wind up attacking Hermann of Dorpat right there. And as for this unit, I'm just going to go ahead and try and get to the flank. We are going to have to turn this way, of course. But let's worry about Alexander. Let's see if we can get him some assistance immediately. Even there, the assistance isn't going to be anything special. So I'm going to just kind of put this cavalry unit here. Let's see if Alexander can do his work on his own. Not quite. I'm almost tempted to take the loss just to get some men on that position, but we'll hold for now. And let's start focusing our fire here on the raw spearmen. Of course, these guys have not been in training too long, often just peasant levies brought in, given a spear. Maybe, just maybe, we can break them fairly easily. Aha! We did get a little morale check there, which I like. Alright. Time to end the turn, I believe. Yeah, we're not going to get any shots from over here. As long as Nevsky stays alive, I think we have a chance. A chance. In fact, just to close down the zone of control over here, I think. I'll move right there. Let's end the turn. Some enemy units rallying there. I don't like to see that, I'll be honest. Come on. Nope, that unit rallying too. Not good, not a good sign at all. Once again, those are the things we don't want to see. Now these guys continuing to flee into the wilderness, that's wonderful. Everything else has got me a little bit concerned, boys. Everybody is approaching Alexander Nevsky at this point. Yes! Alexander did manage to disrupt him. Perhaps this is our way of escaping. And fragmentation, the enemy falling back. Unfortunately, not causing the break there. But hopefully, we can cause one massive break right here, guys, which would lead to our victory for sure. I'm going to go ahead with the Ugrians. And there we go. A double break. That's what I'm looking for. Now, unfortunately, the rest of the enemy did hold firm. Much to my dismay. What I'm going to do, though, is try to get those cavalry in here. Let's get through. And we are going to send in the cavalry against Berhard von Erbach. Can we kill one of their generals? I really hope so. We're going to, of course, move back with our archers as well. And I believe we can send in the spearmen. These Teutons won't know what hit them, and hopefully this is sufficient to completely break them. I mean, again, they are holding firm. The Teutons certainly have quite a lot of morale there. They seem to think God is on their side, and I want to try and change that notion as quickly as possible. Not too bad, guys. Now we're going to turn our attention, actually. Yep. To this unit, and now we will attack the spearmen head-on. And by the way, look at those Teutonic spearmen. I really do like the image there for them. They look, to me, a lot cooler than our, Rus spearmen. Nonetheless here, let's see if we can get a break. And if not, at the very least, try and damage the enemy wherever possible. I want some vengeance for Oleg, and the only way we're going to get it is if we kill Berhard here. But let's see if now we can actually get through with a nice flank charge. It doesn't look too bad. I am going to attempt it. Anything for the king. Or in this case, the Grand Prince. And look at this, potentially even a charge on the crossbow unit. Don't mind if I do. The only issue here are the actual numbers within our noble cavalry. They held firm, man. We can't have them holding firm if we want to win this battle. Ending the turn, boys. Fingers crossed. hate seeing those rallies. Never a good sign. And despite us not having any morale issues here, we're losing a lot of men. And that's an issue, of course. Everybody's still attacking Alexander. They'll stop at nothing to try and shut him down. And here we go. They did charge spearmen. We held them back, but had to take a morale check. We want to watch out in the future, for sure. Come on, breakthrough right here. This is almost coming down to individual combat. Depending on how these guys do on the right, could determine the future of this battle. Come on. Come on. They auto-broke. We did not get Gerhardt, although we're probably going to be able to run him down fairly easily. And there we go. We continue. First thing I'm going to do is see if Alexander can break the enemy now. In fact, we're going to leave it to the Knights. No, that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and use Alexander. And there we go. We got a break. We've got a break. Now, of course, that makes him charge directly into the enemy units. We have to be careful. Thankfully, 126 units. Alexander still has 98 here in this group. So we're just going to be extra careful. Kind of a shame that the enemy's in the way because I'd love to punch through. But we'll at least charge with our spearmen here. Try and add to the chaos. And that time, the enemy actually taught us a lesson. Let's turn and fire with our archers. We're going to focus most of our shots here on this archer, or on this light javelin horse unit, I should say. Just one more good shot and this guy breaks. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it. All right, boys. What else can we do? Alright, you know what? I'm just going to call his bluff. We're just going to stand in front of Hermann. And we could even continue this route, although I don't see much of a point in doing that. Let's go ahead and fire. And we are going to push forward with the Ugrians, hopefully getting a flank charge on the enemy next turn. That would be ideal. Although I don't think the enemy's going to let us get away with that. Nonetheless, we are going to try. Leave none alive. They come to Rus trying to take our lands. Let's kill them all. We're in a hell of a situation here. We're gonna have to probably make an attack, but if we turn towards this unit, excuse me, the enemy's gonna flank us, which is not something I want. Let's turn towards him, and maybe we end up getting a flank attack on Hermann of Dorpat. And of course, what I'm really hoping is that we end up killing this fellow here, the guy leading the Knights and Sergeants. Oh, maybe he is dead. All right, good news. Ending the turn, folks. We've done what we can. Not good. Not good for the Knights. I'd like to at least see those dispersals. Those are men that will never come back to the fight. Way too many of the enemy routing and managing to, of course, get a position in the battle. We can't have that. We've got to shut them out entirely here. And it does look like our eager Ugrians could potentially get that flank charge. I really hope so in any case. But the right side is not looking great for us, folks. It's amazing the men have held firm this long. It's going to be an auto break. Wow, still no auto break. Here we go. The enemy has lost heart, guys. Today is Alexander Nevsky's day. I'm absolutely amazed there. We did get a glorious victory. don't mind if I do. Here are going to be, of course, the final casualties for this battle, guys. Quite fascinating, to say the least. Well, I can't wait to see what the next battle is going to be, and I hope you guys can either. If you want to see some more Field of Glory 2 Medieval, let me know in the comments down below. And specifically, let me know if you want to see a continuation of this campaign, or if you want to see a different, maybe just a historical battle of some sort. Thanks so much, folks.